Let's see, Sydney, Ty, Andrew, Vanessa, Isaac, Jared, not here. Martha, not yet. Tyler, Tucci, and Blake. All right. Let's kind of get things going a little bit. Since we're gonna, Martha's here. We're gonna deal with exchange rates quite a bit. Let's use this class to talk about exchange rate conventions. Starting Tuesday, we're going to actually start covering the book, chapter 2. But today, I just want to spend on exchange rates and do a little Excel skills in the meantime. Let's see. We have two conventions. One of them is the direct quote. This is value of a foreign currency in United States dollars. Each currency has a three-letter abbreviation. You'll get used to them. Pound, euro, Aussie, and Kiwi. Are typically quoted in direct quotes, direct fashion. For example, let's do Aussie. Oh, that's Aussie Japanese yen. Whenever we say an exchange rate this way, AUD/USD, that means value of first currency in terms of the second. But if I don't designate it, British pound, euro, Australian dollar, and New Zealand dollar are in the direct quote. Currently, this is equal to 0.6706. That means if you have 100 Australian dollars, that's going to buy you 67 US dollars and 6 cents. So AU to 100 equals the second way is indirect quotes, which is all other currencies pretty much. Value of US dollars in terms of foreign currency. Example, CHF is short for Swiss franc. What is that these days? $5.3. That means 100 US dollars is equal to 85 Swiss francs and 30 centimes. That's their lower unit. So which one is more valuable? 1 US dollar or 1 Swiss franc? No. In the indirect codes, if the indirect code is less than 1, it's the foreign currency that's more valuable. In this case, for example, in the direct code, if it is less than 1, it is US dollar that's more valuable. You can always convert direct, indirect. So AUD USD is equal to 1 over USD AUD. If you wanted to know how much $1 would buy you in Australian dollars, so how do you think I could calculate USD AUD given the exchange rate I gave? AUD USD is 0.6706. That's value of 1 Australian dollars in US dollars. If you want to know value of 1 US dollar in Australian, you just flip it. 149.12. So 100 US dollars is going to buy you 149 Australian dollars and 12 cents. Or how much how do you think I can calculate that? Given the exchange rate I gave you. Tell me a calculation. In this case, 100 divided by 0.853, because that's the direct exchange rate, 117.23. By the way, OneNote has a built-in calculator. Unlike Excel, you put the equal at the end instead of at the beginning, but it can calculate it for you. Right? Now, you could also calculate cross currency rates. It's a little bit involved, but not too complicated. We will do all of this in Excel anyway, but I just want to go through the motions. For example, I want to calculate CHF AUD. Given that I know the exchange rate for Swiss franc, I know the exchange rate for Australian dollars. When I say CHF/AUD, I'm asking value of 1 Swiss franc in Australian dollars. We're going to basically do a trip around the world, okay? First, I start with CHF. I mean, you can directly get quotes from banks for cross, but if all you have is the exchange rates against dollar, you can still figure out what they need to be. Start with one CHF. Since I can't directly convert it into dollars yet, Australian dollars yet, I'm going to figure out how much that is worth in US dollars. So I'm basically looking for CHF USD. Okay? And that's equal to 1 over USD CHF, because that's the number we have. So that's the rate. 1 Swiss franc buys you 1.1723 US dollars. Next, I need to calculate